Rising dampness treatments to protect your home and health. Rising dampness is more than just a nuisance, it poses a significant threat to both your home and health. From unsightly stains on your walls to the potential for serious structural damage, ignoring the signs of damp can lead to costly repairs and adverse health effects due to mold and mildew. As environmental conditions change, more homeowners are facing this pervasive issue, making effective treatments more crucial than ever. In this article, we'll explore various rising dampness treatments, from traditional methods to innovative solutions designed to safeguard your living space. Understanding these options not only helps you protect your property but also enhances your overall well-being. Whether you're dealing with the early signs of moisture or combating a full-blown problem, our guide will equip you with the knowledge you need to take action. Don't let rising dampness take over your home. Discover how to keep your space dry, healthy, and comfortable. Understanding rising dampness, causes and effects. Rising dampness is a condition that occurs when moisture from the ground travels upward through the porous materials of a building, such as brick, stone, or mortar. This capillary action is similar to how a sponge absorbs water. The moisture rises until it encounters a barrier or reaches a height where gravity and evaporation balance the capillary forces. Various factors contribute to rising damp, including poor drainage, high water tables, and compromised damp-proof courses, DPCs. These elements can exacerbate the problem, making it critical for homeowners to understand the underlying causes to effectively address them. The effects of rising dampness on a property can be extensive and damaging. The most visible signs include peeling paint, blistering wallpaper, and discolored patches on walls. Over time, the structural integrity of the building materials can be compromised as the constant presence of moisture weakens their composition. Wooden components, such as floorboards and joists, are particularly susceptible to rot, which can lead to serious structural issues if left untreated. Additionally, rising damp can cause salt deposits to form on walls, further degrading the materials and making the space unsightly and uncomfortable. Beyond the physical damage to the structure, rising damp can also have a detrimental impact on the overall value of the property. Potential buyers are often deterred by the presence of dampness, leading to reduced market value and making it more difficult to sell. In severe cases, the cost of repairs and remediation can be substantial, further diminishing the financial attractiveness of the property. As such, addressing rising damp promptly and effectively is essential not only for maintaining the condition of the home but also for protecting its financial value. The impact of rising damp on your home. The impact of rising damp on your home extends beyond mere aesthetics and structural integrity. One of the most significant consequences is the potential damage to your home's interior decor. Paint and wallpaper can blister and peel off, and unsightly brown or yellow tide marks can appear on walls. These visual signs not only make the living space less pleasant, but also indicate deeper issues that could worsen over time. The presence of dampness can also cause wooden furniture, floors, and fittings to warp and deteriorate, leading to costly replacements. Another critical area affected by rising damp is the building's masonry. The moisture that rises through the walls carries soluble salts from the ground. As the water evaporates, these salts are left behind, crystallizing and expanding within the masonry. This process, known as efflorescence, can cause significant damage to the brickwork and mortar, leading to crumbling and weakening of the walls. Over time, this can compromise the structural integrity of the building, posing safety risks and necessitating extensive repair work. Moreover, rising damp can also affect the thermal performance of your home. Wet walls have reduced insulating properties, meaning that your home could become colder and more difficult to heat. This not only leads to increased energy bills but also to a less comfortable living environment. The constant presence of moisture can also contribute to higher humidity levels indoors, which can exacerbate the growth of mold and mildew, further compounding the problems associated with rising damp. How to prevent rising dampness using Drizoro construction products. Preventing rising dampness is essential to preserving the structural integrity and longevity of buildings. Drizoro construction products offer effective solutions to combat rising damp, ensuring a durable and waterproof structure. Key products such as Maxseal Flex, MaxRest, MaxPlug, and MaxJoint Elastic Express play integral roles in addressing this issue. Maxseal Flex is a flexible waterproofing mortar designed to protect surfaces exposed to dampness and water infiltration. Applying Maxseal Flex on walls and foundations creates a durable barrier that prevents moisture from seeping into structural components. For repairing damaged areas caused by rising damp, Maxrest is an excellent choice. This structural repair mortar restores the integrity of surfaces by effectively bonding with concrete, filling cracks, and halting the progression of moisture damage. It is crucial for ensuring a solid foundation before other treatments are applied. In cases of active leaks, MaxPlug ACTS is a quick-setting hydraulic repair product. It instantly stops water flow, preventing further damage caused by moisture ingress. MaxPlug is especially useful during urgent interventions, creating a watertight seal within minutes. Finally, MaxJoint Elastic Express is perfect for sealing joints and cracks in concrete and masonry. Its elasticity allows it to accommodate movement, maintaining a secure and damp-proof seal in problematic areas over time. To prevent rising dampness using these Drizoro products, begin by diagnosing the affected areas and preparing the surface for treatment. Apply Maxrest to repair and strengthen weakened areas. Follow with Maxseal Flex to create a comprehensive waterproof barrier. Use Drizoro MaxPlug to address any immediate leaks, and seal joints and cracks with MaxJoint Elastic Express for lasting protection. Health risks associated with rising dampness. The presence of rising damp in your home can significantly impact your health and well-being. One of the primary health risks associated with damp environments is the growth of mold and mildew. Mold spores can become airborne and, when inhaled, can cause a range of respiratory issues, particularly in individuals with pre-existing conditions such as asthma or allergies. Symptoms can include coughing, wheezing, nasal congestion, and throat irritation. Prolonged exposure to mold can lead to more severe health problems, including chronic respiratory conditions and weakened immune systems. In addition to respiratory issues, damp environments can also contribute to skin problems. The constant presence of moisture can cause skin to become dry and irritated, leading to conditions such as eczema or dermatitis. For individuals with sensitive skin or existing dermatological conditions, living in a damp home can exacerbate symptoms and lead to more frequent flare-ups. The overall discomfort and irritation can significantly impact one's quality of life, making it essential to address rising damp promptly. Mental health can also be affected by the presence of dampness in the home. The stress and anxiety associated with living in a damp environment, combined with the financial burden of repairs and the potential health risks, can take a toll on mental well-being. The persistent worry about the condition of the home and the health of family members can lead to increased levels of stress and anxiety. Addressing rising damp not only improves the physical condition of the home but also contributes to a healthier and more positive living environment. Identifying signs of rising damp in your property. Detecting rising damp early is crucial for preventing extensive damage and mitigating health risks. One of the most common signs of rising damp is the appearance of tide marks or damp patches on walls. These marks are typically found up to 1 meter above the ground level and can vary in color from yellow to brown. They are caused by the salts and minerals deposited by the evaporating moisture. Peeling paint, blistering wallpaper, and a musty odor are also indicators that moisture is present in the walls. Another sign of rising damp is the presence of efflorescence, which appears as a white, powdery substance on the surface of walls. Efflorescence occurs when soluble salts are brought to the surface by the evaporating moisture and crystallize. This can cause further deterioration of the masonry and should not be ignored. Additionally, if you notice that skirting boards or floorboards are starting to warp, rot, or become discolored, it could be an indication of rising damp affecting the lower parts of the walls and floors. It's also important to pay attention to any changes in the condition of your home's interior and exterior walls. Crumbling plaster, loose or deteriorating mortar, and the presence of mold or mildew are all signs that moisture is infiltrating the structure. Regularly inspecting your property for these signs and addressing any issues promptly can help prevent the problem from escalating. If you're unsure whether your home is affected by rising damp, it may be beneficial to consult a professional for a thorough assessment and diagnosis. Traditional treatments for rising damp have been used for many years and can be effective in managing the issue when applied correctly. One of the oldest and most common methods is the installation of a damp-proof course, DPC. A DPC is a physical barrier, usually made from materials such as slate, bitumen, plastic, or metal, that is inserted into the walls at ground level to prevent moisture from rising. If a DPC is missing or damaged, it can be retrofitted to provide the necessary protection against rising damp. Another traditional method involves the use of chemical damp proofing. This technique involves injecting a water-repellent chemical into the walls to create a barrier that prevents moisture from rising. The chemicals used can vary, but they generally work by either blocking the capillaries within the wall materials or by reacting with the moisture to form a waterproof layer. This method can be effective, but it requires careful application and may need to be repeated periodically to maintain its effectiveness. In addition to these methods, traditional treatments may also include improving the drainage around the property to reduce the amount of water that comes into contact with the walls. This can involve installing or repairing gutters and downspouts, ensuring that the ground around the property slopes away from the building, and addressing any issues with standing water or poor drainage in the surrounding area. By reducing the amount of moisture that the walls are exposed to, these measures can help to prevent rising damp from occurring in the first place. Modern solutions, innovative treatments for rising damp. In recent years, advancements in technology have led to the development of innovative treatments for rising damp that offer new options for homeowners. One such solution is the use of electro-osmosis systems. These systems work by creating a small electrical charge within the walls, which reverses the capillary action that causes moisture to rise. The electrical charge effectively pushes the moisture back down into the ground, keeping the walls dry. Electro-osmosis systems are relatively non-invasive and can be installed with minimal disruption to the property. Another modern solution is the use of breathable wall coatings and membranes. These products are designed to allow moisture to evaporate from the walls while preventing further moisture from entering. Breathable coatings are typically applied to the interior or exterior surfaces of the walls and can be particularly effective in older buildings where traditional damp proofing methods may not be suitable. These coatings are often made from advanced materials such as siloxanes or silicon-based compounds that provide long-lasting protection. Hydrophobic treatments are also gaining popularity as a modern solution for rising damp. These treatments involve applying a water-repellent substance to the walls, which penetrates the surface and creates a barrier against moisture. Hydrophobic treatments can be applied as a liquid or cream and are designed to be absorbed into the wall materials, providing protection from within. This method is particularly effective for brick and stone walls and can offer a long-term solution to rising damp. DIY methods to manage rising damp. For homeowners who prefer a hands-on approach, there are several DIY methods to manage rising damp. One of the simplest and most cost-effective methods is to improve ventilation in the affected areas. Proper ventilation helps to reduce humidity levels and promotes the evaporation of moisture from walls and floors. This can be achieved by installing extractor fans in kitchens and bathrooms, using dehumidifiers, and ensuring that air bricks and vents are unobstructed. Regularly opening windows to allow fresh air to circulate can also help to keep moisture levels in check. Another DIY method involves applying a damp-proof paint or sealant to the affected walls. These products are designed to create a waterproof barrier that prevents moisture from penetrating the surface. Damp-proof paints and sealants are available in various formulations, including those specifically designed for interior or exterior use. When applying these products, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully and to ensure that the walls are clean and dry before application. Homeowners can also take steps to address any external factors contributing to rising damp. This may include repairing or replacing damaged gutters and downspouts, ensuring that the ground around the property slopes away from the building, and addressing any issues with standing water or poor drainage. By reducing the amount of moisture that comes into contact with the walls, these measures can help to prevent rising damp from occurring. While these DIY methods can be effective in managing mild cases of rising damp, it is important to consult a professional for more severe or persistent issues. Preventive measures to avoid rising damp. Preventing rising damp before it becomes a problem is the best way to protect your home and health. One of the most effective preventive measures is to ensure that your property has a properly installed and functioning damp-proof course, DPC. Regularly inspecting the DPC for any signs of damage or deterioration and repairing or replacing it as needed can help to prevent moisture from rising through the walls. Additionally, installing a damp-proof membrane beneath concrete floors can provide an extra layer of protection against ground moisture. Another important preventive measure is to maintain good drainage around your property. This involves ensuring that gutters and downspouts are in good condition and free of debris, directing rainwater away from the building's foundation. The ground around the property should slope away from the walls to prevent water from pooling near the foundation. Installing or repairing drainage systems, such as French drains or soakaways, can help to manage excess water and reduce the risk of rising damp. Regular maintenance and inspections are also crucial for preventing rising damp. Checking for any signs of damage or wear on the exterior walls, such as cracks, deteriorating mortar, or loose bricks, and addressing these issues promptly can help to prevent moisture from entering the structure. Keeping the property well ventilated and managing indoor humidity levels can also reduce the risk of dampness. By taking these proactive measures, homeowners can protect their properties from the damaging effects of rising damp and ensure a healthy living environment. When to consult a professional for rising damp issues. While many rising damp issues can be managed with DIY methods and preventive measures, there are times when it is necessary to consult a professional. If you notice persistent or worsening signs of damp, such as extensive tide marks, severe efflorescence, or structural damage, it is important to seek expert advice. A professional can conduct a thorough assessment of the property, identify the underlying causes of the dampness, and recommend the most appropriate treatment options. Consulting a professional is particularly important if you suspect that the damp-proof course, DPC, is damaged or missing. Installing or repairing a DPC requires specialized knowledge and equipment, and improper installation can lead to further problems. A qualified damp-proofing specialist can ensure that the DPC is correctly fitted and functioning effectively. Additionally, if you are considering more advanced treatments, such as electro-osmosis systems or hydrophobic treatments, a professional can provide the expertise and experience needed to achieve the best results. In cases where rising damp has caused significant structural damage or health issues, it is essential to involve a professional to address the problem comprehensively. Structural repairs, such as replacing damaged floorboards or joists, require skilled workmanship to ensure the safety and integrity of the building. Similarly, addressing health concerns related to mold and mildew may require specialized cleaning and remediation services. By consulting a professional, homeowners can ensure that rising damp issues are resolved effectively and that their property and health are protected. What it boils down to is protecting your home and health from rising dampness is essential. Rising dampness is a pervasive issue that can cause significant damage to your home and pose serious health risks. By understanding the causes and effects of rising damp, homeowners can take proactive measures to prevent it from occurring. Identifying the signs of rising damp early and addressing them promptly can help to mitigate damage and protect the integrity of the property. Traditional treatments, modern solutions, and DIY methods all offer options for managing rising damp, but it is important to consult a professional for severe or persistent issues. Preventive measures, such as maintaining a functioning damp-proof course, ensuring good drainage, and keeping the property well ventilated, are essential for protecting your home from rising damp. Regular inspections and maintenance can help to identify and address potential problems before they escalate. By taking these steps, homeowners can create a dry, healthy, and comfortable living environment, free from the damaging effects of rising damp. Ultimately, protecting your home and health from rising damp requires a combination of knowledge, vigilance, and proactive measures. Whether you are dealing with the early signs of moisture or combating a full-blown problem, understanding the available treatment options and seeking professional advice when needed can help you safeguard your property and enhance your overall well-being. Don't let rising dampness take over your home. Take action today to keep your space dry and healthy. So if you have rising damp, be sure to message us at theonlinewaterproofingshop.com. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video.